Hi, I'm George Woodbury from College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California, and in this video we're going to talk about the horizontal line test and how that can tell us whether a function is one-to-one or not. The horizontal line test says that if a function is one-to-one, if every horizontal line intersects the graph of the function at most once. So let me just sketch a quick graph of a parabola here. And if we draw a horizontal line, we can see that in some cases, it will intersect the graph at two different points. So this y value is associated with 1, 2 x values. That tells us that the function is not one-to-one because each y value can only come from one value of x. And here we have it coming from 2. I've got a couple of examples, the same examples that we worked over in the last video. I've got the function f of x equals 2x minus 9. This is a linear function. I've sketched the graph quickly on the screen. The y-intercept was at -9. And the graph goes up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, because the slope is 2. So if I draw a horizontal line here, it only crosses once. If I draw one here, it only crosses once. And no matter where I were to draw the horizontal line, it's only going to cross the graph one time. That passes the horizontal line test. And so that's another way to show that this function is one-to-one. And in general, linear functions, unless the graph is horizontal, so if you had a function like f of x equals 7, then it's going to fail the horizontal line test infinitely many times. Other than that, we know that a vertical line is not a function. So any linear function except a constant function, in other words, if it has a non-zero slope, it's going to be one-to-one. The second function we worked with last time, the square root of 16 minus x squared, if we were to graph it, it's basically the top half of a circle. And if I draw a line here at y equals 3, there are two different places that produce that value. And x2, x1, that fails the horizontal line test. So this is not one-to-one. So if you know the graph, if you know what the graph of the function looks like, you can determine pretty quickly whether it's one-to-one or not. Does it double back or not? If you think about parabolas, absolute value functions, those are not one-to-one because they bend and turn around. We'll see you in the next video.